you can win a lifetime supply of burgers from Omaha Steaks. All you have to do is get a tattoo of a cheeseburger on your butt.
I think I might submit myself, honestly.
Do it.
Yeah.
I do it for one burger. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you've already got, 13 tattoos?
Yeah, obviously, but I still have, and my butt has got a lot of real estate.
It's going to be a big old double
Open
cheeseburger.
area, ready to be
we know.
used.
That's right. Watch this space.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
Welcome to Fan Fiction Friday.
We scour the internet to find terrible fan fiction, and then we dramatize it on the air. Mm-hmm. Since we were just talking about HBO Max, soon to be Max, redoing the whole Harry Potter series,
Yes.
we figured let's find some Harry Potter fan fiction. This scene, which is about to be performed for you by the cast of the Woody and Jim Show,
Oh, God.
takes place with Ron and Hermione attending 2019's Coachella Music
2019.
Festival.
So it's historic.
It's pre-pandemic,
Okay.
but they decide they're going to go as a couple. So Woody is going to be our narrator.
All right.
And let the script begin.
Ron and Hermione were walking through the crowded festival, waving their wands to make their way through the crowd. Hermione is jumping with excitement.
I just can't wait to see Billie Eilish. She's amazing.
I can't do a British accent. Billie Eilish, no way, man. Bad Bunny is where it's at.
Wait, do that again. Do that again.
Billie Eilish, no way, man. Bad Bunny is where it's at.
You cannot be serious. Billie is way better than Bad Bunny.
No, I like my music to be upbeat. Billie's too dark for my idea of a good time.
Hermione rolls her eyes. As they continue walking, they both look tired and a bit disheveled.
I'm so tired. I didn't think this would be so exhausting.
Me too. And what's with all this secondhand weed being smoked around here? It's making me dizzy.
They continue walking, bickering, and arguing about which artists they should see. Suddenly, they stop in their tracks and turn to face each other. They're standing so close that they can feel each other's breath.
Why do we always argue like this?
I don't know. Because maybe we're too similar.
They both look into each other's eyes for a moment before they lean in for a kiss. The crowd around them erupts in cheers and applause. And scene.
Ricky was just pet kissing.
That
I
was very
making
good.
out.
You
hear her?
Yeah, it was very
Do
good.
that kissing sound again.
Perfect.
I was making out.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, God.
Some anonymous person put that on the internet, and we found it.
We're making community theater look like Shakespeare here.
We did pretty good, I feel like.
I can't not laugh while doing it.
Same.
I would be terrible on SNL.
We'll do another one coming up. Jim is not letting us know what the subject is,
Yeah,
so
'cause
it'll be a fun
I went out
surprise.
and found it, but it is about one person's celebrity crush.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
Not that we needed more proof, but here's more proof that men are absolutely disgusting.
Yes.
They really are.
What have we done now?
So
Exhibit Z.
Yes, a new survey just came out that apparently they did the survey of men aged 18 to 42, and apparently only 54% of those guys said that they actually brushed their teeth every day.
What do you mean?
Only 54% of dudes from 18
No.
to 42 admitted to brushing their teeth every day. Every day.
Gotta brush your
I'm
teeth,
like-
guys.
Men, I really need you to just take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, what the hell are you doing?
Look close at your mouth and say, "Would I want to kiss that?"
Like,
Yeah.
what in the...
Right.
Oh, I want to throw up.
What if you went on a date with a girl and she hadn't brushed her teeth? The guy would immediately be like, "Oh, she's nasty."
Immediately.
If you're ever wondering, why am I not getting dates? Ask yourself, am I brushing my teeth?
Yeah.
That might help.
Am I changing the sheets on my bed? Because we found out that you don't do that either.
And I will say, even though it says 54%, the fact that 54% admitted to it, I feel like it's got to be high.
There's more.
There's
It's
more.
People lied about
It's
it.
like when you ask people if they wash their
so
hands in
gross.
the bathroom. If
Yeah.
they say, yeah.
People definitely lied about it. So,
Yeah.
Not
ladies
even
and
one
gentlemen,
time a day.
Yeah. Just
Because you're
please brush
supposed
your
to brush
teeth.
more than once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
there's
have
that. You're welcome.
I have a toothbrush on my desk. So there. Humble brag.
Just because you have it there doesn't mean you use it, Woody.
Wow. I'm going to go brush my teeth right now. And I'm going to make you watch.
Jim, what you got?
Sounds creepy.
It does sound creepy.
Yesterday, the FBI and the Department of Defense arrested a Massachusetts Air National Guard serviceman, Jack Teixeira. He's 21 years old. They found out he is the guy that leaked all the classified top secret documents about the war in Ukraine and all that stuff. And this is the weird part. He wasn't doing it like, I'm a whistleblower. People need to know this information. He was literally on a Discord channel with 20 other guys. He was trying to impress that he had, like, you know, knowledge of classified stuff. And he kept, they said, interviews with other people in this chat, they said, yeah, he told us a few things, but nobody was interested. So he got mad and that we weren't impressed enough. And that's when he posted all the documents, and the documents left a digital footprint that led right to him. And now he's probably going to jail for
A long time.
They're saying
10
years per document. That's what I heard, which is like, wow.
As well he should.
Wow.
As well he should. Ricky, what you got?
Summer's right around the corner, so I have a little advice for all of the parents out there when it comes to buying swimsuits for your kids. There is a swim instructor who's gone viral for saying that you should not be buying blue swimsuits for your kids. If you are swimming in a pool, it's very hard to see the blue swimsuit.
That's the same color as
because
the
it
pool.
blends in with the pool.
Oh, that makes
They
sense.
suggest, especially if your kids are just learning how to swim, that you buy very fluorescent color swim trunks or swimsuits for your kids, because that can be seen in a pool and even in a lake sometimes if it's not too murky. You can see the fluorescent colors.
Right.
So buy bright, obnoxious colors for your kids' swimsuits.
Makes a lot of sense.
No blue.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah, right.
You can borrow one of my shirts to wrap around you if you want.
Can't miss those.
It's Fan Fiction Friday with Woody and Jim.
We are going to delve into fan fiction from one young lady and how she meets up with her celebrity crush on a busy street in Manhattan. And playing the part of Jenny, our protagonist, their inner voice, will be Zach Woodward.
You're inside Ricky's head.
Yes.
Just
It's
like
scary
always.
in there.
Just
Good
like always.
luck.
Just like always.
Oh, okay, let's set the scene. Little street sound effects. And action.
My name's Jenny. You won't believe what happened to me. I was standing outside a restaurant in Times Square, frantically looking around for my bestie. Then I saw Pete Davidson walking around surrounded by his entourage.
Oh my God. It's Pete Davidson.
Jenny ran up to Pete's entourage and tried to push through to talk to them. Pete said to his entourage,
What's going on here? Who's this girl?
Hi, Pete. My name's Jenny. I just broke up with my boyfriend, Kyle, and I was hoping to rebound with you.
Pete looks at me with a mix of confusion and amusement.
You want to rebound with me? That's hilarious. No one's ever said that about me before.
Please, Pete. I've seen all of your movies. I think you're so funny and so cute.
Well, you're definitely different from all the other girls I've dated, like Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande. I don't know if I'm ready to jump into anything new right now.
But Pete, I really like you.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm a sucker for leftovers. I'm going to my private cottage in the Hamptons this weekend. If you make it out there, we'll see what happens. Maybe Kyle will realize what he could have had.
I jumped up and down with excitement as Pete and his entourage left. The paparazzi swarmed me, snapping pictures.
Hey, who Who's the new mystery girl with Pete Davidson?
I grinned and waved at the cameras.
I can't believe this is happening. I'm going to the Hamptons with Pete Davidson.
And scene.
Very nice, everyone. Very nice. I love it.
This is ridiculous.
Pretty much what all fan fiction is. This whoever wrote it, they get in the plot, and then of course there's romance.
And they hook up with their favorite person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, One Direction is out in the lobby, and they brought pizzas for all the girls, and they're naked.
I will say, Woody's Pete Davidson was like Pete Davidson and Mrs. Doubtfire had a baby.
I was going to say Pete Davidson on crack.
Yeah. I had been working. I had no idea this was coming, so I didn't have a chance to work on my Long Island accent.
It was a surprise.
Okay, my British one wasn't so great before.
Yeah,
either.
well,
There was a little Italian, so it was a little Pete Davidson,
Yeah.
little Mario, Super Mario Brothers.
Little Joe Pesci in there, yeah. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. It's time now for me and Ricky to eat popcorn and watch the drama.
I love this.
This is good. Apparently, there is a huge incident between Jim and Zach, which you're both accusing each other of being unhinged.
I love when I don't have the incident with Zach and it's someone else, so I just get to watch.
It's just fun to watch.
Happened last night.
All right, go for it.
Zach, I'm going to offer you to go ahead and tell this story how you'd like to tell it first.
Sure. So I was driving to the grocery store very calmly, listening to the station, had my heated seats on, get off the interstate exit.
5:30 in the afternoon.
Just
Yeah.
being a wonderful person, listen to the Bible on tape, that
Exactly.
kind of thing.
I was super calm, collected. And I get off the interstate and I see a car that looks like Jim's. And I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, I wonder if that's Jim. So I pull up next to it at the red light and I look over and there it is, the one and only Jim Chandler.
And he drives a Rogue. Everybody's got a Rogue.
Yeah, so it was him. So I
okay.
started honking my horn at him so that I could like wave.
Yeah.
And this psychopath didn't even it took me like a minute to honk for him to even start looking around. What were you listening to so loudly that you didn't even hear the horn?
Are you done?
All right, yeah. It's time now for Jim's rebuttal.
Yes, go ahead. The floor is yours, sir.
So about 5:30 yesterday afternoon, rush hour, downtown traffic. I get off of 40 onto the exit ramp of Demumbrian. I'm about to meet a couple of friends and colleagues for dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening to music and I'm minding my own business. I'm stopped at the exit ramp with cars in front of me and behind me. And we're just waiting for the light to turn so all the cars can move. And all of a sudden, I just hear, only much more aggressively. It was constant. I thought somebody's car alarm was going off. And
Because you weren't paying attention.
Well, I looked ahead of me. I looked to the left of me. I looked behind me. And then I finally turned and saw that Zach had actually stopped in the lane to the right of me.
Correct.
Stopping traffic
Incorrect.
from moving forward.
Oh, so the light had turned green, but nobody was moving because of Zach?
Oh, if the light had turned green, then why wouldn't Jim be moving too? Make it make sense,
no,
bro. We were both at the same red light.
Fight!
I didn't interrupt you, Zach. I couldn't move because the light was red.
Correct.
Zach stopped because the light was red, but there was no cars in front of Zach.
Not a factual statement.
So there's like 3 empty spaces in front of him. He's stopping the people from behind him from getting closer to the light because he stopped next to mine so that he could just go.
It's also not a factual statement. There was a Toyota Corolla directly in front of me, so I was stopped.
And he has specifics, Jim.
By the time I turned my head, they had already driven away.
Yeah.
You were alone.
Or you were just so not paying attention to the world that you didn't realize that there were other cars.
I was looking at the red light to see if it was going to change, and I was enjoying my music.
So, see, it's not my fault you weren't paying attention to me.
I mean, we both know that Jim doesn't pay attention to anything while he's driving since he
Yeah.
almost murdered me the one day coming
This
into
is
work
true.
when he ran a red light and almost slammed in my car.
Buddy, you
so
were
he-
waiting for this red light.
He has a history.
Yeah, he's known to not pay attention to his surroundings while driving.
Okay.
The most dangerous person on the road.
I just got this email from the state legislature. They'd like you both to be expelled.
Perfect.
However, the city, the city council can appoint a replacement.
We've been
that would start-
reinstated.
Zach would like to take the floor of the legislature and just do this.
I would like to state my factual information.
Okay, so this is a rebuttal.
That there
time.
was a car. There were cars in front of me. We were literally at the same red light. You were turning left onto Demumbrian. I was turning right onto Demumbrian. We were both sitting there at the same red light. I couldn't go anywhere. Sure, I shocked the people in front of me because I was honking aggressively.
And they must have driven away.
Oh,
But it's not that I stopped
in
traffic.
terror. They thought this man is going crazy
They
back
wouldn't
there.
be able to drive away if it was
This
a
is
red
road
light,
rage.
though.
No, they could turn right. Yeah, you can go right on red.
You can go right on
Yeah,
red, but
but-
not if the green light going over Demumbrian and the people on cross traffic are still driving.
If you'd like to see, I've prepared a courtroom exhibit
And not
exactly
factual one.
what
Oh.
happened. It's on the Woody and Jim Show Instagram. It's also on my Instagram, Jim
Okay.
Chandler 1075. It is animated. It shows where the cars were, where Zach was.
You, the people, will decide.
And I just texted him, after I got where I was going. I'm like, you are unhinged.
And I said, you're a psychopath.
You absolutely had to be recognized. Look at me, look at me, look at me. It was like your horn
Yeah.
was your voice going, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look
I
at
was
me.
just trying to be a good friend and say hi. You know what? I'll never say hi to you again.
People were terrified.
You need to get a custom horn that actually is your voice going, look at me, look at me.
I was just trying to wave and say
I
hello.
love that idea, Woody.
Right now it's man versus woman as we play Gender Wars.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
All right, representing the ladies in the audience, we have Elena in Nashville. Good morning, Elena.
Good morning.
And you have a trusty sidekick with you, your son Oliver?
I have my 10-year-old son with me on our way to school. His name is Oliver. He's
Nice.
Very excited.
All right, very cool.
Good morning, guys.
And for the guys, we have Michael in Nashville. Hello, Michael.
Michael, are you there?
Michael hung up.
Oh, no.
Did we
Michael
lose
is gone.
Michael?
Bye,
Okay.
Michael.
Let's have another guy call in, 615-737-9107, while we get to know Elena and Oliver. So your get acquainted question is, tell us the last thing that you saw or read that fascinated you.
All right, we've struggled with this one. My answer is that humans on a day-to-day basis fascinate me negatively and positively. Oliver, what's yours?
So I found out that we spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping.
Oh, there you go.
One third
Oh.
of our lives sleeping. Yeah,
That's a lot of time, actually.
Some of us do more.
I know. Some
or
of
would
us
like to do more.
Wish we had more. Just out of curiosity, Oliver, what's your bedtime?
Generally like 8 to 9:30.
Okay, all right.
okay.
Sounds like you're getting a
It's the same as my bedtime.
good night's sleep. Yeah, I know. Only he doesn't have to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Right.
Exactly. All right. We got us a guy for you, Elena. We got Shane in Lebanon. Hello, Shane.
Hey,
All right. Good luck to you.
All right, Shane. We're gonna. If you have an answer, great. If not, don't worry about it. We didn't give you time to prep. But your get acquainted question is, what's the last thing you saw or read that fascinated you?
Okay. Your silence says it all.
He's thinking. It's okay. You know
Yeah.
what? Why don't you give it to us after the game?
Yeah. Think about it instead of thinking of the answers to the questions.
Yeah. Let's get right into the
All
game,
right.
shall we?
We are ready to go. Okay. Multiple choice is how we start. Elena, does a traditional rack of balls in a game of pool contain 10, 12, or 15 balls?
Oh, my God, I play this all the time. I'm going to say 12.
No, it's 15.
You don't play that well, do you?
Wow. Zach coming in hot.
Trash talking.
All right, Shane, your turn. Is a basil thermometer?
Yeah, Basil.
Okay, is a basil thermometer usually used to cook al dente pasta, predict ovulation, or bake a cake?
can you say that again?
Is a basil thermometer usually used to cook al dente pasta, predict ovulation, or bake a cake?
Al dente pasta.
No.
It's ovulation.
Ovulation. You
Yeah.
can predict when you're ovulating.
All right. Still 0-0. Going into the next set of questions.
Okay, Elena, who was John Travolta's hitman partner in Pulp Fiction?
Oh, the character or the actor?
The
The
actor.
actor.
Oh, Morgan Freeman. No.
No.
sorry.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, still no score. Will Shane be the first one?
All right, Shane. Nobody puts baby in a corner is a classic line from what movie?
Ooh, I heard somebody.
Dirty Dancing.
Somebody was with
Dirty
you.
Dancing, yes.
Okay.
Was somebody there? Is somebody there with you, Shane?
No.
No, that's,
Huh.
that's just your inside voice talking a little loud.
It might have been Elaine or
All right.
Oliver.
Okay,
Who
we'll-
knows?
We'll see. So far, the game will be under review.
It's a 1-0 game in favor of Shane. Elena and Oliver,
Yeah.
you guys need this question.
Okay, you have your screw left if you need it. What does it mean if you order your whiskey neat?
Just straight with no ice.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
ice, just whiskey and a glass.
Nice.
Moms know those things.
You and I would get along very well, Elena.
That's why I didn't know how many balls there were on the rack because,
Too many glasses of whiskey. I get it.
Too many ways to say it.
Explains all
That's
the other
it. That's
questions.
right. It's not
All
just
right,
for breakfast
Shane.
anymore.
This is your last question. If you get this right, you win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tied up.
So, are you ready for this?
Yes.
What do they sell on Zappos.com?
Lighters.
Oh, you're so close.
That would be Zippos.
Yeah, we're thinking Zippos.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
shoes.
Okay.
All right, we have a tie. Let's see how this goes. Elaine, up to 10 seconds. How many seconds will you and Oliver need to name a song?
oh my God. I don't know. I would say 3.
3 seconds.
3
She
seconds.
starts pretty low.
What do you think, Shane?
2.
2. Back to you, Elena.
Do you want to try it in 1 second?
No, he can go for it.
Okay. 2 seconds, Shane, and it's still a mystery. What will the song be? Let's find out.
Something just like this. Or Another Day Burns.
No.
It's, again, Louis Capaldi, Someone You Love, because I suck at
I
my
know.
job and didn't change it again.
He named a Coldplay song that had a similar title.
All right, so, all right. Because Zach has had the same tiebreaker song up there for the last
Forever.
month. That means, Elena, you are the winner. Well done.
Good job, guys.
Elena and Oliver, well done. You guys have tickets to see
Thank
Supercross at Nissan
Nice.
Stadium. This could be fun.
Nice.
And for anybody listening, if you break into our building and change the song for the tiebreaker, no one will convict you of trespassing.
Right, right.
Somebody's
I don't know
got
if
to
we
do
can
it.
say that. Jim.
Zach won't do it.
Zach, what you got?
We know that after 8 years, James Corden is ending The Late Late Show on April 27th. So we're about 2 weeks away from the very end of it. And a whole list of guest celebrities have been released that are going to be on the show. So people like Tom Cruise, Ben Affleck, Mila Kunis, Seth Meyers, Kate Hudson, Billy Porter. Like, there's a lot of celebrities that are going to be there celebrating the finale on April 27th. But here's where the tea comes in, because you know One Directioners are lifelong One Directioners.
For sure.
Yes.
So this went viral on Twitter because I guess they've started noticing gaps in tours. So like Harry's tour, Louis' tour, Niall's tour, they all have like a gap in their tour around April 27th.
Oh.
So they were like, oh, there's got to be a reunion of One Direction on the finale. So they finally took to Twitter. The Late Late Show posted on Twitter yesterday and said, look, nobody loves the boys more than us, but this just is not a true story. What is true is we've got an absolutely brilliant 2-hour finale planned to celebrate 8 years of The Late Show on April 27th.
That will never match up to having all of the One Direction guys
exactly.
stacked together.
So-
It would never waste
What a
it on the
bummer.
end of
The Late Late
Late
Show.
Late Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not happening. If you saw it all over Twitter and it's still trending on the side of Twitter, just know that it has been completely debunked and it is not happening. Sad
lie.
news. So every year, Time Magazine reveals their list of world's most influential. So they just revealed their 2023 Time 100 list of world's most influential. And there's some pretty cool things on here, like Angela Bassett and Doja Cat. They were chosen for their impact on culture and the world at large.
Deserved, yeah.
2 of the people that were in charge and led the development of the mRNA vaccines for COVID-19 are also on the list.
Very
Totally.
deserving.
I would try and say their names, but I wouldn't want to butcher it and do them
Yeah.
not justice.
They know who they are.
Yeah, and also Shannon Watts, who is the founder of Moms Demand Action, which is like a nonprofit organization that goes around and
Gun
fights for
violence.
moms and gun violence.
Nice.
Right.
The one thing that really blew my mind that's on this list
is the most influential.
One of the most. Chat GPT.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, it is literally, there will be a demarcation line in history of before Chat GPT, because it was the first kind of AI that people accessed, and everything after.
It's just wild that an AI service can be nominated in the same thing and as Angela Bassett and Doja Cat, because it was also in there for impact on culture in the world.
It's had a huge impact.
It's changing the world. It really is, whether you like it or not. It's changing the world.
It's just crazy. When I read that Chat GPT was on there, I was like, makes sense, but a website is in the same category as Doja Cat? Crazy.
If you haven't been following it, the world is changing at a crazy pace.
Kind of a scary pace.
It is.
For many, yes.
Yeah. So if you do want to see the entire list, see if some of your favorites made the list, we have it up on the website at 1075theriver.com.
I think we all realize in 2023, everything is trying to kill us.
Do we have another example?
Yes. Here is a study, the results of a study that I refuse to believe is true, okay?
All right.
They say that new car smell can cause cancer.
All right, what? All right, that kind of makes sense. I'm just going to say because
of the plastic.
You're smelling plastics.
Yeah.
The strong odor of plastics, which to me is intoxicating. I love it.
See,
I don't like it at all.
You don't like the new car smell?
No, I hate it. It smells terrible.
Sometimes I ask for that if I'm getting like the super deluxe car wash.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's good. Maybe we equate it with getting a new car.
Well, yeah.
You know, so we smell it and we go, oh, I must have a new car.
Yeah.
But I guess they say to make it safe, just to, keep the windows cracked, maybe if it's in the garage or something, maybe air it out every once in a while and do that for about 6 weeks before it goes away on its own.
I'm sorry, that's a risk I'm willing to take because I love the smell of it so much. I try and preserve the smell of a new car.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And I don't want like a bug crawling in, like a crack in the window. It's a new car.
Yeah.
That's right. Keep the bugs out of here.
So I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm just embracing the toxic chemical.
Yeah, same.
Yes, that's true. And
I think this shows how men's brains work and how women's brains work here.
Well, I think it's a moot point because nobody can really afford a new car anymore. So that's a smell we'll never have.
That's a solid point.
We'll never have that smell again.
I something totally backfired on me the other day because I found some information like in an article about cars that I was like totally blown away because I kind of want a new car. And I found out that the average price of a used car is $28,000.
Yep.
And the average price of a new car is about $48,000.
Yeah.
Dang.
There's a slight difference.
And so
That hurts my soul.
with that, I should have just kept my mouth shut because Jen just said, well, it looks like we're not getting any cars or changing cars anytime soon for the rest of our lives, she implied.
See, that's why I got divorced, so I didn't have to ask permission to do anything.
Good call.
Yeah.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Ricky, you've got a happy story that I think one day will obviously become a movie.
It has to because this dog went on quite the journey. He went missing with one of his, little buddies. They both went missing. I'm laughing only because it ends up happy in the end,
does,
okay?
yes.
Okay? So him and his friend that I guess you would call them brothers.
Yes.
Because they're both live in the same home.
Sure.
They went missing. And when the family realized that they couldn't find them, they searched everywhere for both of them. The one
this is
turned
like in
up.
Alaska or somewhere, right?
In Alaska.
Yeah.
The one turned up, and they were so happy that the one came home, but it was like a month, and they just couldn't find their other dog no matter what they did. Turns out that the other dog actually traveled 150 miles away to another town in Alaska, which means that he crossed over like frozen sea. He had a bite mark on him, which they assume is from either a seal attack or a polar bear attack.
Wow.
He had to have lived off like the native wildlife while he was out there, so he was hunting and foraging for himself.
He is.
And they found him because another person found him and posted his picture on social media.
Yeah.
and it got back to the family.
That is crazy.
Incredible.
So now he's home. He's safe. He's happy. He has a little bit of a swollen leg, but they've got it all figured out. And he's got quite the story that only his little puppy brain knows because he can't tell us all about
I
it.
definitely want this turned into a movie about his adventures and what he was doing on this month-long journey across
150 miles.
Wow.
That's wild.
Insane.
And he has a really cute name, too. It's Nanook.
Yes, Nanook is his name, and he's an Australian Shepherd. And he's
very
only
cool.
1 year old, so he is pretty much a puppy.
Yeah.
He's lived a whole life in that 1 year.
Yeah.
Wow. 107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. I made my second batch of deliveries yesterday, as last week we were giving away stuff I didn't want from Amazon. Had a couple stops. Went to Jolton. Pam won the cat food. Although it doesn't appear that she has any cats. She wasn't home. I rang the doorbell and I heard like 550 dogs barking inside.
Well, maybe the cats were just quiet and hiding.
Maybe, cats
they
hide,
Couldn't be heard over the bars.
Yeah.
And I somehow got mistaken, because I'm a moron doofus, I got mistaken between Jolton and Portland.
Oh.
Portland is the one that's really far away. No offense, Portland. We love you.
I love Portland.
Jolton's not quite as far away.
It's not that far. When you guys were saying it yesterday, I was like, I'm very geographically challenged, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not that far.
Yeah.
I was really thinking of from where Woody lives.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, from Murfreesboro, it is pretty
Everything
far.
is
but
really far from
here-
Murfreesboro.
Portland, though, can't say enough great things about it. If you
Yeah.
ever go to the little drugstore Out of Time, which is an actual drugstore, they do like pharmacy stuff, but they actually have like a counter with a soda fountain, and they make like food and milkshakes like they did, I guess, in the 1950s.
Yeah, that's what we got in Murfreesboro. Reeve Sane just reopened with milkshakes and stuff. Then I went to Swab Elementary, which is on Dickerson, and I saw Candy, who was a elementary school teacher there, and gave her the lovely, Vegas-like gold jacket.
I saw you had her try it on, and she looked fabulous.
She looked fabulous
in her jacket.
She wore it well.
Yeah, I told them we'd come over and read to the kids there sometime, because they were great. I come in, of course, you have to ring yourself in at an elementary school, obviously.
Yeah.
So I ring the doorbell, and he goes, "Can I help you?" I said, "Hi, it's Woody from 107.5 The River. I'm here to..." "Shut up! Come in!" So I said, "All right, we're with our
That's
people.
sweet.
That's the nicest.
These are our people."
Also, Woody, I saw in the video that you offered Candy $3 to wear the jacket all day. Did you actually cough up the money?
I didn't have $3 on me.
Woody!
So you lied.
If she'll contact me, I'll Venmo her $3.
This is an IOU moment.
It's an IOU moment.
10.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Okay, this is the kind of story we need in 2023. You can win a lifetime supply of burgers from Omaha Steaks. All you have to do is get a tattoo of a cheeseburger on your butt.
That's not that bad.
No, at least nobody's going to see it.
I guess
And it's
they're
kind of like a funny story.
Yeah, I guess they're going to pick somebody, a winner, before you actually have it done. And then you will fly to Southern California to have the procedure done. And you will have a cheeseburger on your butt and a lifetime supply of burgers.
I think I might submit myself, honestly.
Do it.
Bad.
I do it for one burger. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you've already got, 13 tattoos?
Yeah, obviously. But I still have, and my butt has got a lot of real estate.
It's
Just
gotta be a
open.
big old
Far
double
as we
Open
know.
area,
As far
ready
as
to be
we know.
used.
That's right. Watch this space. Ricky.
So it looks like we're getting a fire festival too.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad that they're
Yeah.
trying again.
Yeah, so he's out of prison, the guy who started the first
yeah.
fire festival with Ja Rule, who I don't think anything bad actually happened to Ja Rule.
No, he was
Yeah.
just kind of a quiet sponsor.
Kind of
Yeah.
scot-free on that
So the other guy got out of federal prison and he's like, hey, we're going to try this one more time. And the best part is that he wants you to tell him why he should invite you.
one.
So,
No, I'm out.
He's trying to make it like exclusive.
yeah, I don't know how well this is going to go. I'm sure that plenty of people are going to want to be a part of it because people are dumb. And
Sure.
if you fool them once, you can definitely fool them again.
Oh, people
Yeah.
want to do it for social media.
Yeah, and I he's probably already secured rights to like another was it Netflix or Hulu that did the documentary? Or did they both do one?
I think
on
they
Fyre
both did
Festival?
one.
I think,
of some sort. Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
almost everybody got their hands on that at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's happening. If you want to go, we'll keep you updated with when it's happening and how that's even going to work.
I think Major Lazer was like the only act that didn't cancel.
Yeah, Fyre Festival. The only thing good you could do is set your tickets on fire.
Yeah.
Jim?
So the Wild Horse Saloon, a staple of 2nd Avenue in downtown Nashville.
The historic district of Nashville.
It even had its own show with line dancing back on the Nashville Network in the 90s.
Yeah.
Is going to be no more. They're changing it up. And with the help of Luke Combs, they are going to turn it into a brand new, updated downtown concert hall and honky tonk.
So it's the same, but not the same.
Right. Very much updated. Very, I think, modern. And I've seen some of the mock-ups of, just like lights and, electronic screens everywhere. And it's, going to be after the 2-time reigning CMA Entertainer of the Year, and he's going to be involved, and it's going to be, I guess, a pretty cool place that is going to open a little over a year from now once they make all the changes.
What a day to announce it, too, because he's playing 2 sold-out shows
Yep.
at Nissan Stadium
Tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.